Good morning, everyone. I'm Victor, your TA for the Hospitality Information Technology class. Today, I'm going to give you a special topic about AI technologies applied to the hospitality and tourism industry. There are 6 objectives that will be covered on today's lecture. The first is to define AI. The second is to understand how AI works and the types of AI. The third is to explain why AI is essential to the travel and hospitality industry. The fourth is to understand the major emerging AI technologies in the travel and hospitality industry. The fifth is to identify the legal and ethical issues of AI. So, first of all, what is AI? In general, AI used to refer to the abbreviation of artificial intelligence, which the idea came from a very famous question asked by Alan Turing, the British scientist. He said, "Can machines think?" It refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think and perform like humans and mimic their actions. Let's see a video of the example of AI in the hospitality and tourism industry. It happened in a museum in Florida.
Greetings. I am Salvador Felipe Jacinto Dalí y Domenech. Before you leave, you will take a picture with me?
Sure. Yeah.
Alors. 1, 2, 3. Ooh la la! Would you like me to send you this dream?
I'm not pretty sure I have ever heard of Salvador Dali, the most famous Spanish artist. He passed away 40 years ago. Today, with AI technology, you can swap anyone's face to anyone's body, which means with the help of AI, it allows the visitors to communicate with Dali and take selfies with Dali in the museum. Well, IBM believes that AI is not only the artificial intelligence, but also augmented intelligence. In other words, AI could let experts scale their capabilities and let the machine do the time-consuming work. So they also define AI as anything that makes machine act more intelligently. So what is your idea of AI? Before answering these questions, I would like to introduce machine learning to you. So what is machine learning? Like what we learn knowledge in school, we provide the machine with the ability to examine examples and create machine learning model based on the inputs and the desired output. And with the machine learning help, we can achieve the AI. And based on the strengths and applications, AI can be categorized into 3 types. The first we call weak or narrow AI. This kind of AI is trained for a specific task, such as translating English into Chinese, doing the recommendation job, and detect the fake news. Well, this kind of AI make decisions based on what they were trained and cannot learn new knowledge from their experience. So the next AI is strong and generalized AI. And compared with the weak and narrow AI, they can learn from the new experience and improve them automatically in their daily job. The third level AI will be super AI or conscious AI. This kind of AI has human level consciousness and self-awareness. Well, here is an example of natural language process and AI technologies applied in chatbot functions. Human language is complicated. It's complicated, you know that. There are many ways to deliver the same meaning of a sentences. With grammar mistake and typo, there are many thousand different ways to input. Traditionally, AI chatbot could only respond correctly if you use the design language to communicate with them. For example, if you input refund as REFUND, The traditional chatbot may give you the correct information. But if you have a typo, like you input the refund as REFAND, I mean the traditional chatbot means that they don't understand what you mean. But with AI technologies, a chatbot can understand you based on the meaning instead of a single word of the sentences, and then responds you correctly with what you want. So you can tell that AI is super technology relevant, but as a hospitality student, why it matters with us? It is because AI is a multidisciplinary field thing. As mentioned, AI rely on machine learning. So the computer science student or engineer students may know how to design the machine learning program, the AI applications, and the robot. But they don't know the purpose of the training, and they don't have the material to feed their training. So the material of the training as well as the purpose of the training will come from human operational stuff or consumer behavior stuff. As a hospitality and tourism student, after years working in the industry, you will have a great knowledge of how consumers perceive things and how the business operated. So in the future, you will be the one who tells those engineers what to design and provide them the training material. There are also many opportunities for introducing AI within the tourism and hospitality service, especially in customer service, cost optimization, and sales and marketing. Let's take a look at AI in customer service first. Overall, AI could increase service quality, improve service experience, and accelerate service efficiency. For example, today, AI could be used to improve contactless personalized customer care, and it is one of the most valuable areas where AI has improved customer experience during the COVID-19. Additionally, AI could anticipate and predict how each customer prefers of where, when, and what to buy, and then they can quickly remove the roadblocks well ahead of time. More important, AI could help business know which customer touchpoints are least important in improving customer service and driving repurchase intention of customers. And another very important AI technologies today that apply in the airport is facial recognition. Well, it has been widely examined and used during the COVID-19 to reduce the time waiting in line. And here is a video about the facial recognition applied by Delta Airlines in the Atlanta airport, just our next door. And let's see how it works.
I'm in Atlanta to check out new facial recognition technology. It's supposed to allow you to use your face to get through the entire airport process. We're going to see how it works. In December, Delta introduced the first biometric terminal in the U.S. at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, promising to improve the boarding experience for Delta passengers. Why are you doing this? What's the advantage for the airline?
Well, ultimately it's for our customers and improving the experience for them and really reducing stress and travel friction, save them time and make the experience better.
Can you look at this as I will use my face for identification instead of pulling out my driver's license or passport?
That's exactly it. You know, your face becomes your identification.
I wanted to test this technology out for myself. So I am going to check in for a flight to Narita Airport in Tokyo. Now I look at the camera, and there it is. I've checked in for my flight, and I've got my boarding pass. While Delta says this is a time saver, others are concerned about the accuracy of facial recognition like this, and the privacy of passengers who opt in. What about accuracy? We hear a lot about facial recognition algorithms have a difficult time with people with dark skin or women or short people? How has it actually worked?
Yeah, of course, the CBP could give you the actual numbers, but from what we've seen, the match rates are in the very high 90% ranges. The technology works, it's safe, it's secure, the experience is good on top of that.
The process from curb through security was seamless enough. The last stop is the gate. I was curious to hear about the experience of my fellow travelers. Are you comfortable with what they're doing here today?
Not really. I just think it raises a lot of privacy concerns.
So you will opt out?
I will opt out, yes.
Yeah. Is that an inconvenience? You're going to be in the slow line? Or you?
I would prefer being inconvenienced and being in the slow line rather than, risking my privacy.
You just came through for boarding for the flight to Tokyo. You used the facial recognition. What did you think?
It's great. So easy. Being paperless and digital is so nice, so convenient.
What about privacy concerns?
The convenience that it provides to me outweighs the risk from a convenience standpoint.
It's a secure process. It's optional. There's no data that we keep as an airline.
And there's no additional information you get out of this?
We do not save any additional information as part of this.
And so far, customer acceptance has been okay?
72% of our customers prefer to use facial over the current process, and there's only a 2% opt-out rate.
CBP says they save the photos only about 24 hours in case there's an issue with the flight. In terms of privacy, they already have your photo. You give it to them when you apply for a passport, so there's nothing gathered that they don't already have. After trying Delta's new facial recognition technology, it did seem to speed up the process and make my boarding experience more efficient. But occasionally, some people may have to show their passports. Airports are using this as a replacement for your passport, your driver's license. But the privacy concerns are real, and there's still a lot of public policy that needs to be worked out with this. The potential of this technology to make traveling easier is great. And while the technology is here now, the rollout, it seems, might take a little longer, and so will convincing all the traveling public that their information will remain private.
Well, AI could also help sales. In general, AI could help both marketing efficiency, optimize pricing strategies, and also AI could use historical data to predict the market. In the following video, you will see an example how could AI help the business monitor social media to find the marketing trend and personalize the recommendation. Also, it could also help to analyze the audience and do the experimental with the new strategy. Let's see a real-world case.
Still trying to design the best product and pricing strategy handling information manually? Not anymore. Make the move to accurate predictive intelligence and boost your marketing mix with Microsoft AI. Meet Angeline. She's the Chief Marketing Officer for a major supermarket with a catalog of nearly 20,000 references. Angeline trusts intelligent technology to optimize available stock and avoid ineffective promotions. Using a dynamic price optimization model, she can run price simulations comparing what-if scenarios to predict how a promotion will impact your bottom line before it goes live. She can also use inventory models that provide proposals for which products to add, increase, or remove depending on their margins. It's easy to get intelligence from your existing data with Microsoft AI-based solutions. Start optimizing your inventory and reducing supply chain complexity today by implementing demand estimations and price elasticity models that evaluate product response for timeframes, channels, and locations. Like Angeline, you'll increase sales.
So internally, AI could also help with the cost optimization within the business, which it could increase the employee productivity, improve the business performance and internal communication, and it can also predict risk and contribute to the sustainability development. In the following video, you will see how AI helps the property manager in predicting maintenance, optimizing decision-making, designing the supply chain strategies, as well as the energy management. Let's see.
Artificial intelligence has landed on the construction industry in order to accelerate processes and optimize workflow. It's still too early to talk about self-thinking buildings, but what is technology doing to improve our homes and workplaces? Artificial intelligence does not only revolve around the idea of a robot capable of performing household chores anymore. Its possibilities have developed so much that artificial intelligence currently plays a key role in facility management, that is, comprehensive monitoring of all services provided in a building. Thanks to a set of technologies, we are able to manage lighting, attendance, cleaning, or security systems. An example of this are presence detection systems in offices, capable of being aware whether a meeting is being held or not, or systems with the ability to predict the amount of food needed in a cafeteria according to the height of the trays stacked. Even cameras capable of spotting firearms and alerting the facility's security staff in real time. The advantages provided by this concept are many. They enhance the user's comfort, save energy, upgrade security, and optimize energy efficiency. Increasingly smart buildings gradually shaping the smart cities of the future.
Although AI is such a wonderful thing, I'm so worried about the information I'm sharing while I'm using those kind of technologies. So are they safeguarded? Is there any limitations or protections for me as a user or for the business? Well, the number one concern of applying AI technology for me is privacy. We do need customer information in order to improve the customer service. However, how could we make sure the data is used in a proper way and protected properly? Today, it's kind of in a gray area. The law and other stuff should follow up the step of technology development to make sure that people use the data to do the right things and protect the data in a safe place. The second concern of applying AI is whether AI will replace the jobs. So my view is that we've been through many revolutions where technology has had a significant impact on the type of jobs that humans need to perform. For example, we no longer need an animal to drive the vehicle. Therefore, the job of feeding those kind of animal will disappear. There are a lot of changes that have had big impact on the way people make their livings. And so AI is going to be no different with those things. It's going to have a very large impact on the job market. That's absolutely. Any job that is repeatable, such as the document generation in the office setting or the repeatable manufacturing in the industrial setting, will be replaced by AI and robot in the near future. But there will be placed with a huge number of new opportunities, new jobs, where we need people to understand how to design the technologies, to maintain the technologies, and also to give command to those technologies. And another very important ethical concern of applying AI technology is who made the decision. So you may see many times in the movie that the robots rule the world in the near future. As human beings, I don't want that they come true. So when we design the AI, we should always put human in command as the priority. That is why there are a lot of arguments about super AI today. And many people suggest that we should ban the design of super AI or the AI robot with cautiousness or self-awareness. The fourth concern is bias. There is a very famous problem that happened in the movie. And there is a movie called Minority Report. You may see it in 2002. In real life, AI is believed that had already impacted the hiring process, which caused a bias. According to a report in 2019, 40% of companies are using AI today to scan and find the candidates. As we mentioned, AI is trained based on the material that the designer provided. Ideally, we need to make sure that the material where we feed to our AI system when we design it does not have or does not contain any bias. However, it is impossible since there is no perfect data. For example, if the company had 10 employees previous that were born in the same place and all of them perform not so well while at the time they are in this company. So AI may think anyone born in that place has a high chance of bad performing. Then you are hardworking student that born in that place, and then you apply for a job in that company, and that company may reject you immediately just because where you born. And here is the top 10 principle of ethical artificial intelligence that presented by IBM. And in the near future, you may work with AI or design AI or request somebody to design the AI for you. Just bear those kind of things in mind. And also, I recommended you to watch a documentary film called The Social Dilemma. So the film discussed the dangers of human impact of AI technologies with technology experts sounding the alarm on their own creations. And thank you so much.
When you go to Google and type in climate change is, you're going to see different results depending on where you live and the particular things that Google knows about your interests.
That's not by accident, that's a design technique.
What I want people to know is that everything they're doing online is being watched, is being tracked. Every single action you take is carefully monitored and recorded.
A lot of people think Google's just a search box and Facebook's just a place to see what my friends are doing. What they don't realize is there's entire teams of engineers whose job is to use your psychology against you.
I was the co-inventor of the Facebook like button.
I was the president of Pinterest,
Google, Twitter, Instagram.
There were meaningful changes happening around the world because of these platforms. I think we were naive about the flip side of that coin.
We get rewarded by hearts, likes, thumbs up, and we conflate that with value and we conflate it with truth.
A whole generation is more anxious, more depressed.
I always felt like fundamentally it was a force for good. I don't know if I feel that way anymore.
Facebook discovered that they were able to affect real-world behavior and emotions without ever triggering the user's awareness. They are completely clueless.
Fake news spreads 6 times faster than true news. We're being bombarded with rumors.
If everyone's entitled to their own facts, there's really no need for people to come together. In fact, there's really no need for people to interact.
We have less control over who we are and what we really believe.
If you want to control the population of your country, there has never been a tool as effective as Facebook.
We built these things and we have a responsibility to change it. The intention could be, how do we make the world better? If technology creates mass chaos, loneliness, more polarization, more election hacking, more inability to focus on the real issues, we're toast.
This is checkmate on humanity.